Tariff fears putting pressure on real estate developers as construction costs are moving higher. Robert Frank joins us right now with more on this story. Good morning, Robert.
Good morning, Becky. Good to see you. Well, building contractors already raising prices as much as 20% on fears of tariffs, and that could make housing even less affordable. The CEO of Related Group telling me that general contractors and subcontractors are hiking prices in anticipation of further tariffs.
We're seeing subs throw in additional cushion into their numbers, anticipating tariffs.
Is it like 5%, 10%, 20%?
No, it could be as much as like 20%, depending on what material they're getting from what country.
Raising prices
yes.
for certain things. The National Association of Home Builders estimates that tariffs on lumber, steel, aluminum, and other building materials could raise the cost of a new home by as much as $10,000. The trade wars with Mexico and Canada also hurting potential sales. Related's chairman, George Perez, told me that some buyers from Mexico and Canada are canceling contracts to buy condos in Florida.
We had a project in which we lost, I think it was 7 or 8 Canadian and Mexican buyers that are ready to sign the contract. And when all these things came from the tariffs, and they felt that they didn't want to buy, So, it's that uncertainty.
You can watch the full interview with the Related Group on CNBC's Inside Wealth. Go to cnbc.com/Inside Wealth. That's cnbc.com/Inside Wealth. We forget that Canadians are the largest foreign buyers of U.S. real estate. They purchased $6 billion worth of homes last year. So this will be a question of which they dislike more. Most of them buy in Florida. Do they dislike Trump or Canadian winters more? This will be the question.
They're also the biggest tourist group visiting New York City.
Where does Mexico come?
Mexico's the third largest.
Who's second?
China. China.
So I know I've heard Vail and other places are.
So between China and Canada, $9 billion of U.S. real estate are sold to buyers from those two countries every year. So especially a place like it's Florida, Arizona, and Texas.
Mexico's third in Florida too.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So it's especially in the condo market. It's an important market.
I thought nobody was buying Florida condos, though, because of the reassessment issues that are going
these
on.
So Related Group is a developer of new buildings.
Yeah.
It's the old buildings that are tough to sell, but the new buildings are still going strong. And Mexican, Canadian buyers are a big part of that building. And then you add to that construction costs and what that's going to mean for projects and financing. Again, at the very high end, a 20% increase won't really matter.
Yeah.
But for project costs, lending, the finances, it could be a big deal.
I think cold winters trump. Don't you think?
I think weather is a powerful motivation for people to buy.
Back.